Hi, in this video we'll be taking a look at the Foundation 5 a day and the Foundation Plus 5 a day from the Corbett Maths website, and it's the 12th of June and the 12th of June. Okay, Corbett Maths is a fantastic website and a resource for primary maths and also GCSE and even A-level maths, okay, as well as GCSE further maths, okay, and other qualifications on there as well. Okay, as ever, please feel free to pause the video, try the questions yourselves, and then press play when you're ready. This is the first question. A tea costs 45 pence. What is 45 pence as a fraction of £1.35? Give your answer in its simplest form. What is 45 pence out of 135 pence? Okay, both of them go into 5, so I can divide it by 5. Okay, dividing the top by 5, I get 9. Dividing the bottom by 5, well, 100 times 20 times 5 is 100. Okay, so 21 is 105, 22 is 110, 23 is 115, 24 is 120, 25 is 125, 26 is 130, so 27. Okay, when I divide it by 5, I can go further, divide top and bottom by 9, and I get 1/3, guys. Okay, so this is writing things as a fraction, so I divided this by 5 first, and then I divided by 9, sorry. But I could have divided top and bottom by 45 in one go, but I didn't actually know that 45 went into 135 exactly 3 times. Okay, so hence why I've done it as 2 steps, and that's also fine. Okay, I didn't recognise that straight away, okay, but now that I've thought about it, I realise that it does go into it, okay, 3 times. 45, 90, 135, okay. Second question, expanding this single bracket, I do 5 times A, which is 5A, and then I do 5 times positive C, which is plus 5C. So 5A plus 5C, or 5C plus 5A. Next question, expanding this single bracket, well, 10 times x is 10x, and 10 times positive 4 is positive 40, okay? Okay, this is also the same as writing 40 plus 10x. Okay, next question, guys. Calculate the nth term of this sequence. Well, adding 4 each time, I'm going to have 4n. Okay, 4n is the 4 times table, but I want 3, 7, 11, 15. Okay, I don't want the 4 times table, which is 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, so I'm going to have to subtract 1, okay, to get to the top sequence. Okay, so I've added 4 each time and I get 4n, and then I've subtracted the 1 because I'm going from this sequence, which is the 4n sequence, to this sequence here, so I'm subtracting each term by 1 to get to the corresponding term in this sequence. Okay, next part is 501, a term in this sequence. Well, if I set 4n minus 1 is equal to 501. If I add 1 to both sides, I get 4n is equal to 502. Okay. And then if I divide both sides by 4, so half it and then half it again. So half of 500 is 250. Half of 2 is 1. So it's going to be 251, sorry, I apologise. Okay. over 2, which does not give us a whole number value because it's an odd number divided by an even number, so I don't get an integer. So 501 does not lie in my sequence, okay? So we set the expression equal to the number, so we form a two-step linear equation. I then added 1 to both sides and then divided by 4, guys. So the answer is no, it does not lie in that sequence. Okay, next question. Use your calculator to calculate this. Okay, so going into our calculator mode. Okay, so pressing the fraction button. Okay, then typing in 2.12 times 5.2. Okay, over 9.21. Subtract 2.8, that's going to give us the answer of 1.7191279251, okay, on my calculator, okay, on this one, guys, okay, so that's what I get for that question. Okay, next question, calculate the shaded area. Well, the area of the big circle, the diameter is 8, so the radius is going to be half the diameter. Radius is 4 centimeters for the big one, and the radius for the small circle is half of 5, which is 2.5, okay, or 5 halves. Okay, so 2.5 centimeters, guys. Okay, working out the area of the big one, so the formula for the area of the circle is the area is pi r squared, so it's pi times 4 squared, okay, which is 16 pi centimeters squared. Okay, remember that pi is just a constant, okay. And then I'm going to subtract that from the area of the small triangle, of the small circle, sorry. Okay, so pi times 2.5 squared, well, 2.5 squared is 6.25, so it's 6.25 pi centimeters squared, okay, for the small one, okay, for that, guys. Okay, I'm now going to do 16 pi subtract 6.25 pi, or 16 minus 6.25, and I get 9.75 pi centimeters, okay, squared. Okay, now that's what I call my exact answer. Of course, if you put that in times by pi, I get the answer of 30.63, okay, centimeters squared to 2 decimal places. Okay. For that one, guys. Okay. Next question. Okay, work out 3 to the power of minus 2. Give your answer as a fraction. Well, that's a negative indice, so it's 1 over 3 squared. Okay, it's 1 over 3 to the power of 2. 3 to the power of 2 just means 3 times 3. So the answer is just 1/9. Okay, next question. Solve the inequality. Well, if I subtract 8 on both sides, okay, I get 3x is less than or equal to 42. Okay, 50 take away 8 is 42. Dividing both sides by 3, I get x is strictly less than or equal to 14. Okay, so it can take the range of values 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, okay, 8, 7, etc., etc., okay, right up until to negative infinity, essentially, okay, so any negative number and any number that is smaller than or equal to 14, okay, 15 doesn't satisfy this, okay, so anything bigger than 14 doesn't satisfy that, okay, it's going to be strictly 14 or less, okay. Next part, expanding sets of single brackets. Well, 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times positive 2 is positive 10. Okay. Subtract the 6x. Okay. And then I'm going to have plus 15. Okay. So plus 15, guys. Okay, simplifying this by collecting your like terms. 15 take away 6 is 9. Okay, 15x minus 6x is 9x. Okay, 10 plus 15 is 25. So it's 9x plus 25 or 25 plus 9x. Okay, next question. Shown is a part of a regular polygon. How many sides does it have? Well, that's the interior angle. The exterior angle, if we extend it, angles on a straight line add up to 180. That means that that angle there is going to be 6 degrees. Okay. To work out the number of sides, guys, is 360 divided by the exterior angle. So 360 divided by 6 is 60, okay? So it's a 60-sided shape, okay? So 60 sides, okay, the shape has. It's a 60-sided shape, okay? So the formula, guys, is 360 divided by the exterior angle, okay, gives me the number of sides, okay? Because the other formula is to work out the exterior angle is 360 divided by the number of sides. So if I rearrange that, okay, I can manipulate that expression to work out what this is, okay? So it's 360 divided by the exterior angle gives me the number of sides, okay? Last question, guys. There are 25 students in class 1. There are 15 students in class 2. Both classes take the same test. The mean mark in class 1 is 80%. The mean mark in class 2 is 90%. Work out the overall mean of both classes. Well, if I do 25, okay, times 80, because that will tell me the total frequency for class 1. Okay, so 25 times 80, doing that on my calculator. Okay, and I get 2,000. Okay. If I now do the same for class 2 and do 15 times the 90%, or 15 times 90, okay, so 15 times 90, guys, 15 times 90 is 1,350, okay. If I now add 2,000 and 1,350 together, I get 3,350. And if I divide this number by the total frequency, so 25 plus 15 is 40, okay, so 40 in total, and I do 3,350 divided by 40, that will tell me, okay, the overall mean. So the answer that I get is 83, okay, 0.75, okay, overall, okay, percent you could say. Okay, and that makes logical sense because there were more students in class 1, so there were more students that got 80% compared to getting 90%. So that means that my overall shift will be closer to 80 than 90. Okay, so that answer seems reasonable to me. So the answer for the last question is 83.75%. 75%. Okay, for that one, guys. Okay, so that's my answer for that question, guys. Okay, right, guys, that's the end of today's video. I sincerely hope you found it useful. If you did, please press like. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. And lastly, please click that bell icon so you don't miss out on further and future videos, okay, for GCSE Maths, Key Stage 3 Maths, Key Stage 2 Maths, Key Stage 1, and the occasional, okay, A-Level Pure Maths and A-Level Further Pure Maths. Okay, but that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.